All right, so right now I'm cleaning my uncle's car right now, and just thinking. I was listening to the story. Don't ask me for the name because I forgot the name, but it's the introduction was about Hercules, and there were two different gods, right? One offered Hercules the opportunity of basically an easy life, everything you could want, no challenge. And the other one said that, I'll basically what she was saying is, I won't give you it. You everything that you have, you will earn through your own effort. And eventually Hercules chose the latter, right? To earn everything with his own effort. And it kind of got me thinking, like, I feel like, everyone wants like an easy life, quote unquote, right? Where there's not much struggle, not much strife, where, it's just not rough. But man, oh man, sadly, life is not like that, right? Life has its own battles and its own, whatever you want to call it, it has it. But what makes a good life is low key the stuff you go through, right? And learning and knowing how to navigate through it. It's like, I feel like, for me, right, my biggest goal is to become the world's greatest artist, and actually putting feet behind it. And when I say that, to me, the world's greatest artist isn't about being flashed or about a whole lot of money. I mean, those are great things, but it's not about that, or people knowing me. It's not what that means. The world's greatest artist to me is that I have hit a plateau so high that I did not give up when stuff got hard, and I overcame, and I hit the potential and even surpassed that to become what I wanted to be, right? Same thing with kind of like with God, right? I want to become an apologist, someone that actually, oh, my bad. Someone that actually knows what the heck he's talking about, and all that stuff. So goals, and I also want to read books, right? We also want to get into mythology, philosophy. So it's like the core of my being, I want to become a person who's extremely disciplined and hits his goals, right? And that realistically, everything I have is one, or it's also all glory be to God, but also through the works that my own hands achieved. Not to glorify that, because there's a healthy balance, but I really feel like it's so weird, bro. Motivation is so fleeting, but discipline is a thing that you have to cultivate, bro. And it's like, it's not easy, but everyone wants discipline. But it's the one thing that cannot be bought, right? You can't buy it, you have to earn it. There was something I kept coming up with, right? I kept saying like, yo, the universal law is that true strength is always earned. It is never given. And the same thing with discipline. Like, you can't buy it. Even ancient people understood that. Like, the men that shock people, say, oh my God, yo, this guy is not a normal guy, right? Are the guys that are well disciplined. Look at David Goggins, bro. That boy bad. But it's not to idolize him, but it's to be, yo, this stuff is possible. I feel like, oh man, everyone wants it. Everyone wants an easy life, right? A life where you got everything you wanted, fast cars, maybe a beautiful wife, a big home, and that's a simple life. But a lot of people don't want to do the work that's required to have the life, or even to maintain a life. Because look, it's kind of like, let's say I pray to God, right? Like, Jesus, hey, can you give me $1 billion? He gives me the money. In the next 10 years, I blow it all, right? And you see a lot of times when we pray about things, right, we don't usually get them, because the things that we pray for, and if we had received them, it would crush us, because we're just not ready for it, right? And a lot of it's about this thing called the hero's journey. A lot of times when you see, when you read, like, I read a lot of comic books, so lots of you see in mangas, right? You see this character, right? And the guy is weak, but you see a progression of him becoming stronger through the different challenges and trials he faced. You see it through video games, like, I don't know, like maybe The Last of Us, right? Emmy, I think that's her name. You see her as this child, right? And through each journey, it shapes her to become her end goal, There's a beast slaying zombies and monsters and Cold Hearted. Now, everyone's journey is different, but we all have a hero's journey. But what's crazy is that the only way to become that is facing the darkness, and that's the hardest part. The hardest thing, low key, is like facing that monster and fighting it, because sometimes it's so easy to just not to know, right? It's so easy. It's sometimes you want to not to know what the truth is, because once you know the truth, you're now responsible to do something with it. That sucks. I'm getting wires. Oh, my bad. I get it. I get it, bro. Oh my gosh. But if we to be something or to be someone, you gotta go through hard stuff, and there's just no getting around from it. So it's like, I think a lot about the type of man I want to become and the type of influence I want to become. Like, I started a YouTube channel, right? And I gotta low-key be on top of it. Either I'm leaving to the military like in a week, February 10th, I still need to be on top of my business. So, I mean, I said that to say, have this video here, really just to be like, and this is probably gonna be for my main Instagram too, because I feel like it can help people, but it's so easy to say to lock in, but what do you do when the discipline, the motivation just isn't there? I had seen a quote when it said, you gotta do it tired. You gotta work out when you don't want to work out. You gotta, because this is how you build the discipline, the self-motivation, the unconquerable mind. You have to do it, and you gotta put the work in, you know, and there's no way to get around it. I mean, look, how many people have seen those guys, right, on the internet with a whole lot of money, right? And some of them was given it to them or just by luck, but some of that stuff took work, and that can't be excused. If we want to reap the benefits, especially as men, oh my God, just sprayed all that stuff. Damn. Oh, forgive me, Father. If we want to reap the benefits of real success, man or woman, but I'm just speaking especially to men, it takes work. Like, even raising a family or just being there, I'm only 19 years old, right? But from my own observations, it takes work. So I only say this to say, like, lock in, but you gotta realize that if you keep running from that darkness, you'll never achieve what's meant to be achieved. Anyways, y'all, bless, be safe. Oh man, I'm about to, too much stuff in here. All right, bro, I'll catch you.